The 16-year-old West Virginian Sidney Joe Sharp next on the Chris Top program.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your you. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of that right back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groovy long hair, just walking in style with a party full MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
Only Chris Top.
Hear the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the talk in the Chris Top program.
Sonny Clarksville, Tennessee.
You can hear the talk in the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How the hell are you doing, world?
Sup?
We're at that time of the day where the sun's shining right through the window, right in my eyes.
That's just rude of the sun.
I just have to hunker down like this.
That's not right.
It's not good for my back, is it?
No,
If
bad
I hunker.
posture.
But if I raise up, then it's
Then
bad
you're
for
blind.
my eyes.
Yeah. And then you'll be
So
like,
it's a lose-lose situation for me.
it really is.
They're kind of calling for snow tonight.
Yes!
What do you think about that?
I'm all about it. I want there to be snow this Christmas. I don't think it's going to happen, but
It rarely happens
seldom. It's seldom.
in Tennessee. Yeah.
That's so dumb.
It snowed on Halloween one year. It was a really
Really?
good dusting.
Nice.
Yeah, that was, I don't know, that's a little much. I still
I
like
wonder
the
if
fall
it's
weather
going
for
to be.
Halloween.
I wonder if it's going to be. I hope it's a little bit colder of weather next year, like because I feel like it was way too hot this year. We didn't get like fall weather into the end of November.
Yeah, I think they were yanking our chain on the radio with the snow. Because it's
Yeah,
going to
probably.
get cold, like down to 30, but then it's just clouds on my little app.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the snow for like a couple of hours, but then it went away. Like
Yeah, so.
that's stupid. But oh well.
Yeah,
At
it
least
seems
it's
like it hits
cold.
us hardest when they're not calling for it in Tennessee, in
Well,
Clarksville.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's going to be cold, so I'm thankful for that.
Yeah. So you like the cold weather.
I love the cold weather.
Yeah. I love all the seasons. I mean, there are ups and downs
I
for me
don't.
for every season, but you're just totally cold weather.
Totally cold weather.
Yeah.
Fall and winter.
Now, when you first moved here, I guess you thought you would appreciate the warmth.
Yeah, I thought I'd love it, but I don't. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it with a passion.
You like to bundle up with your blanket by the fireplace. And
Yes, and just like have a nice time, not be all hot and sweaty and gross and hate my life.
you can get pretty gross sometimes when you're sweaty.
Yeah, anybody can. I'm not the only
I don't.
one. You do.
I don't.
You do too.
When it's dripping off my nose.
Yeah,
and
that's
there's
gross,
sweat all
bro.
like soaking through on my shirt.
That's nasty.
I think it's sexy.
I think it's disgusting. How the heck do you think that's so sexy?
But I love the winter. I like, bundling up and getting under the blanket, but I love the summertime too. I love
I
wearing the
don't.
shorts and my t-shirt. And
I like wearing sweatpants and a hoodie.
you wear sweatpants and a hoodie in the summertime when
Because
it's hot as
I'm
crap.
denying that it's summer. Because I need to
That's
hang on
just
to
weird.
something.
It's just weird.
I've always done that, actually. Like, I've worn, like, coats and stuff. Like, when I was little, I would wear my coats in the house during summer, and my family would be like, what
So
the
strange.
heck is wrong
Yeah.
with you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not judging you.
But you're
or anything.
judging me.
No, I'm really not. It's just weird to me.
That's judging.
Yeah.
You're telling me that my way of life is weird.
But I love the summertime because it's just hot outside. And I like to sweat when I get out and walk.
Ew.
And then the spring, it's nice to see all the everything blooming, and it's just
And all that pollen in the air.
you get up in the morning
get
and it's
sick.
just there's a little fog in the air and the sun's kind of coming through. It's just nice. And then the fall with the leaves and just the feel in the air. The fall's probably my favorite if I had to pick one.
fall and winter.
Yeah, winter. I like to bundle up, but I mean, it just seems kind of dead sometimes.
That's why I like it. I mean, to be honest, I like
Yeah.
it. I like it dead. Like, I know that sounds really
No
depressing.
leaves on the trees, just
I think it.
ice cold weather. and-
It's. I like it more for some reason. I can't really describe why. I just like that scene more.
Yeah, so you would rather live in Alaska than
I feel
Florida.
more. I feel more inspired when it's dead outside. I guess I don't know. It's weird.
Alaska or Florida,
Alaska, by far,
with no hesitation.
no hesitation.
So you'd rather build snowmen all year than go snorkeling.
I told.
So I just wouldn't do. I wouldn't want to do that.
I told somebody, I was like, because they were they're planning on moving or whatever, and I'm like, just don't pick Florida.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to live in one extreme or the other. I like Tennessee because we have the seasons. I wouldn't want to be in the snow all the time or on the beach all the time, but I would lean more toward the beach.
No.
Because I think it'd be fun to put the snorkel on and go out and
I mean, I like the beach too, because I mean, there's water there, so you don't have to be as hot.
right.
But I mean, I really like swimming, so I would like the beach. But I would do the beach as like a vacation, but then live in Alaska.
We never asked Ozzy if they shave their legs all year.
Oh no, forgot.
How did you miss that?
I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about more important things. Just maybe.
Okay. So we got Sydney Jo Sharp coming up next on the Chris Top program. We've got one song from her today. It's called America's Strong, and we'll find out
Ooh.
a little bit more about that in just a few.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
Magnolia Emporium, a proud sponsor of the 2016 WABA Awards at legendary BB King's downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The Chris Top program, working on being awesome worldwide with a little help from Magnolia Emporium and BB King's.
Hi there. I'm here to make sure you don't piss off any of those politically correct stupid motherfuckers for Christmas this year. Here's some brand spanking new ideas just for you. Because we all know how important it is for the majority to change age-old traditions to make a handful of people happy. Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Mammal.
had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other
Mammals.
used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any
Mammal.
games. Then one foggy
One particular holiday where we give each other presents.
Eve
A fat guy in a red suit. Hashtag because it's okay to make fun of fat people.
came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the
Mammals.
loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the Red-Nosed,
Mammal.
you'll go down in history. And if you didn't like that one, too bad. Here's another one for your politically correct Christmas. Have a happy Ramahana Kwanzmas. It's the best time of the year. Oh, by golly, we'll have a jolly Ramahana Kwanzmas this year. Everyone at the Chris Top program hopes you have a miserable holiday season while you're trying to make the 1 or 2 jerks in the office feel at home and have fun.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program. I got to get sunglasses for this time of the day.
You need some of those cool 70s round glasses, so you
Oh.
can just be like,
How about some
Yeah.
heart-shaped ones with glitter?
how about no?
Okay. We can get like a little, maybe a mini blind for the window. It's a weird window, though.
It's an awkward window.
I guess we could have one custom
We
made.
could like custom made blinds. Is that a thing?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Or we could just paint the windows.
No.
Are you being blinded by the sun?
I am being blinded by the sun. Sydney, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. See, I can already tell Sydney she just sounds sweet.
She does. I like that.
Yeah, I do too. I hope we don't scare her.
We're
We do that
scary
sometimes.
people.
You're a lot
I'm
scarier than I
I'm
am.
intimidating as heck.
Yeah, oh yeah. She's
When I'm
yeah.
walking down the street, people they run the other way because
She's
they're
not.
like, "Oh snap!"
She's not at all. She's not intimidated at all. So now, Sydney, you're 16. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're still doing the high school thing and all that.
Yeah.
So let me ask this question. Now, how important is music to you at this point in your life?
Oh, wow. Music has been the number one thing for me since I could talk. So it's probably the biggest thing in my life.
So do your friends give you a hard time with it? Are they ever like, all right, Sydney, let's go to the movies or let's go to the mall or do something, and then you're like, no, I got to stay home and work on this song, or I've got to go record something, or I've got a gig? I mean, do you find it hard to juggle that?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I miss out on, like, not a lot of things, but I do miss out on some things, like if I want to go hang out with my friends. But, like, if we'll all have a plan to go do something and I have a competition that day, then they'll all tag along and come and support me. So we make it work.
Aww.
Well, that's good. You got to have support from your friends. Now, are they honest friends? I mean, like when you do a good job, do they tell you? Or if it's not so great, do they tell you that too?
Oh, yeah. Like, if I want to post a video, I'll send it to them, and they're like, oh, no, don't post that. Or they'll be like, oh, yes, definitely post that.
That's good, though. You want the honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your friends aren't honest, they ain't real friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, how far along are you in your music career? Because I know we've got one song. It's called America Strong. Now, do you have anything else out there right now, or do you have anything in the works?
Well, my stepmom, the one who actually wrote America Strong for me, she has also came up with 3 other song ideas. They're basically done. So we're hoping to put music to those soon and get them out there. Because America Strong is my first song.
Okay. So how soon are we talking?
I would say probably within the next month is when I would like to have them out.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So when they do come out, say maybe before they come out, you'll send them to us, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because we're tight at this point.
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to make sure, because
You
we
just
like to
gotta
feel
double check.
Yeah, we like to feel important.
Oh, yeah,
He's
definitely.
insecure about himself.
I really am insecure. Help me, Sydney. So do I have to contact Nashville Entertainment Weekly, or can we just like skip that whole thing and you can just send them to me?
Well, you're asking the hard
sure
questions
how
today,
all that
aren't you?
works.
I like to put people on the spot sometimes. It's just how I am. But no, they're good people over there at Nashville Entertainment Weekly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had a chance to meet them over the summer. They were actually there with Ashley Wineland. We went to see her a couple of nights, and
It was epic.
we got to meet everybody. So that was a lot of fun. Now,
was awesome.
have you been to Nashville yet?
Yeah, I've been there a few times.
Okay, so when you come back again, I need to know so we can come and see you perform.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget.
Yeah. Oh, I won't forget.
Because we'll be butthurt.
We'll be extremely butthurt if you forget to tell us.
You'll be the first ones I tell.
Okay, good.
So do you like Nashville? Is that like your scene?
I really do like it. Everybody's super nice. The crowds are fun. You see a lot of cool things.
Now, is there
Nashville's
a
pretty
chance that you might be leaving West Virginia anytime to move to Nashville, or is West Virginia your home and that's just it?
That's just how it is.
I mean, I've lived here my whole life, and I haven't really had like a reason to have to even think about moving up there. But I would definitely do what benefits my career the best.
Sure. Well, what's the scene like in West Virginia? Do you get gigs, or are you at that point yet where you go and play, or do you just record?
I record a lot. I'll go to competitions, but they're normally like an hour or so away. So
I bet they
I'll
hate
do
you.
fairs and festivals.
I bet
and
they
stuff
hate
like
you
that.
at the school talent shows and stuff.
Yeah, because you win every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun. Everybody, they go crazy whenever somebody from our school sings because they're like, "Oh my gosh, they can sing!" They think it's the coolest thing.
Like, oh, Sydney's in the talent show again this year. I'm not even going to try.
Well, I give up.
I give up. Just let her have it.
My juggling skills do not.
A magician beat me last year.
No.
Actually, he was really good.
Did he
What
saw
did he
somebody in
do?
half, or what did he do?
What did he do? He did like multiple tricks, but one of the things he did was I don't know, he did something weird and then ended up calling somebody out in the audience, and they came up on stage and he like somehow called their phone and like 5 others in the I don't know. It was weird.
was
He
pretty
did something
crazy.
cool.
Mind games.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but see, it would be cooler to have you on our radio show because we can't really see what he does.
Yeah, it's like how would you have a magician on this show and
Yeah,
like
so-
ask them to do a trick? That
Right.
would be,
So you've got him beat as far as I'm concerned.
right.
Yeah. Leaps
Good.
and bounds. Leaps and bounds. So, all right. So you're 16 now. Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
I would like to have my career kicked off, and I'd like to be doing shows every night, traveling. That is my ultimate dream.
What would be your dream stage to perform on?
This probably sounds really cliche because I feel like a lot of artists say it, but Madison Square Garden.
Well, no, we
Yeah,
hear
that
all
is-
kinds of stuff. Anything from LP Field to the Grand Ole Opry to the Ryman.
Oh, yeah, the Grand
Yeah.
Ole Opry.
So Madison Square Garden, like New Year's Eve, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's huge, and like the fact that people get that sold out, like for people to come watch their shows, I think that's insane.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
That'd be a big deal. Yeah. If I saw you there, I'd be like, yeah, I knew Sydney Joe Sharp way back then. Yeah. Now, when you do make it big and you're singing Madison Square Garden, you got to make us a promise. Since we're tight now, you got to get us backstage passes to this stuff.
Yes.
Of course, you guys are my first radio talk show
See,
I've
that's-
ever
really?
been on.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That's cool. I
That's
feel
great
honored.
because see now we've got this recorded, so when she does make it, then we can be
We're
like,
like,
Sydney,
we were the
you told us.
We were the first.
You told us on the show that we could work this out. So,
So I have evidence.
who would you most like to open for?
Oh, probably Carrie Underwood.
Ooh, that's big.
Yeah,
That's
she
big.
was my first concert too.
Oh, so how old were you when you went to see Carrie Underwood?
I think 11. So it was about 5 years ago, but it was not that long ago.
So do you think that was a key factor in what you're doing now?
Oh yeah. As soon as I saw her, I was like, that is what I want to do for sure.
And how supportive? I know your stepmom has written songs for you, but are all of your parents are they supportive?
Oh yes. My mom, she schedules everything for me. Make sure I meet all the deadlines. My dad is probably my biggest critic. He tells me what's good, what isn't, what I need to work on.
That's important.
Yeah.
It's good
Everybody's
to have
super
somebody keep you in
supportive.
check.
Yeah, I think dads are better at that than moms are because moms usually are more like, "Oh, you did good, sweetheart. Don't worry about
Grandmas
it."
are worse.
Oh, grandmas are the total worst. Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's good to have that.
A grandma's going to be
Criticism.
like, "Oh, you were an extra in a movie, but it's your movie." Like, I
Right.
went to see your movie, and it was so great.
So, what does Sydney do when you're not writing songs or recording?
Schoolwork.
How are the grades?
Oh, they're good.
So you're doing? Are you like an
just saying
average
that for
student?
me.
Or are you just saying that for the radio? Or
Oh, no,
because if you're
I'm
failing out of
average.
something, let me know. I can get you some help.
Some help.
I do my schoolwork. I hang out with my friends a lot. That's about it.
What's your favorite subject? Done.
Human anatomy.
So if music doesn't work out, are you going to be a doctor?
No.
No.
I would probably go into cosmetology.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
so like you could do my hair and my makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
So you do my hair and my makeup.
Your hair and your
I
makeup.
need as much help as I can get.
Bruh.
Be like, Sydney, I know you got a gig tonight, but come do my hair and makeup. Come on, let's
course.
just get this out of the way first. I got to look good if I'm going to go see Sydney sing.
You got to be looking fly.
Yeah. I mean, when they video me in the crowd like screaming for Sydney, then I got to look good.
So what about me? Am I not allowed to look good too? Like,
Well, you already look good.
aw.
You didn't expect
Yeah,
that,
you-
did you?
You saved yourself.
You didn't
there.
expect that, did you? No. Okay, so all right, now Sydney, I don't want to get you in trouble or anything like that, but do you have a boyfriend?
I do not.
Oh, now is it because you're putting music ahead and school ahead of everything, or you just haven't
just
found the
ain't
right
ready.
guy yet, or what?
I think it's a mixture of both. I mean, I did have a serious one for a long time, and it was just too complicated, too busy. So,
Well, it's going to be hard, I think, and it's okay that it's difficult. But I think guys are going to have to understand that music is your first love, and they're probably going to have to come second.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that's perfect. And we've talked to so many artists, and we hear that a lot. So I mean, don't think that that you're abnormal or weird for thinking that way, because it's perfect. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think if you're going to be successful, then you have to have that kind of mindset if you're going to make it in the business, because it's not easy at all.
Yeah, and you need someone who's going to support it 100% and
Yes.
understand that.
Mm-hmm. Just don't date any bass players. I've heard bad things about them.
And some of the drummers too. They're kind of
Right.
and guitar players. The only person you really should be dating in your band is like your keyboard player.
Yeah, maybe.
Or your backup singer.
Keyboardists are pretty safe, I think.
Yeah, the rest of them,
I think.
no.
Yeah. But if your dad's ever busy and you need me to screen any of these guys for you, just let me know.
Screen them.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. All right, so, okay, America's Strong. So your stepmom, did she write the whole thing, or did you co-write any with her?
No, she wrote the whole entire thing.
Okay. And give us a little insight on the song. What's it about?
She wrote the song from my point of view, from when I was a little girl and my dad was deployed to Iraq and everything that was happening in the world then. Mm-hmm. So she wrote it from what my point of view would have been.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. And I love songs like this, because I consider myself relatively patriotic, and I know you probably do more than I am with this kind of stuff, Allie, because you yeah,
I'm always talking.
Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes, isn't it? Yeah. But I mean, I know 4th of July. You love the 4th of July.
I love the 4th of July. I get so into that.
Yeah, and you tend to thank people that we see in the military and all that stuff. We live in a military town.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to thank everybody. It's like
so
everybody, you know.
Yeah, we have a lot of military people here, and we sure admire what they do and the sacrifices that they make. And it even hits home more for me now, because my son's a Marine, and he's in California right now. He came down for Thanksgiving, which was really, really nice. So is your dad still in the military, Sydney?
No, he is not.
Okay. And so he was in the military, I guess, most of your life?
I think for about 10 years.
Okay. So was that difficult for you at the time when you were growing up with your dad being gone like that, or did you adjust to it okay?
Well, my mom and dad were divorced from when I was just a baby, so I grew up with like my whole step family. We don't even really consider it step, because they're just what I've known my whole life. Mm-hmm. And I would go over to the house, and I would want to go back to my mom's because it made me miss my dad so much.
Yeah.
So.
But now he's around all the time.
Oh yeah.
And that's good, or it could be bad sometimes too. Now, does he play any instruments, or does he play any instruments? She just gave me that.
No, it's
Okay.
He's probably listening, so we got to be careful.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Does he play any instruments or anything like that?
He's really good at piano. He doesn't play often, but when he does, he's really good.
Is he ever like, Sydney, let me be in the next song. I'll lay down the piano tracks.
No, I actually have to like ask him and make him do it.
Oh, okay. He's being modest then. He probably wants you to do that. He's like, you're his little girl, so I'm sure you can get anything from him that you need.
Oh, if I try hard
enough. I'm sure
he'll hear that and laugh.
They'll be like, oh, wait a minute.
All right, so we're going to play, if you just tuned in, we're talking to Sydney Jo Sharp, and we'd love it if you would join us in the chat on the ChrisTopProgram.com. You can ask questions or comment. John Paul, JP, a.k.a. JP, he's in Canada. He said, hello, Sydney Jo.
Hello.
So you might have a fan from Canada by the time this is over. Which would be kind of cool. But you never know who listens to this show. We have listeners all over the world. Mostly out of Nashville and Tennessee, but we have a lot of those crazy Canadians that listen, and just I've seen some weird places pop up.
Egypt.
Yeah, Egypt, Japan. Oh, wow. I mean, we have them all over the place. It's kind of crazy. But it's a good cool, crazy.
Yeah.
It's a good crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to speak any other language, so I don't know why they listen. Maybe it's just the soothing tone of
Chris
Top. Probably not. They're listening for Sydney, I'm sure. Okay, so this is called America's Strong, Sydney Jo Sharp, right here on the Chris Top program.
was just a little girl when our freedom was attacked. They took out our towers with the planes that they hijacked. One plane went off course and crashed in a Pennsylvania field. The passengers saw what was coming. They knew their fate was sealed. So they fought and died to save others' lives, just like our soldiers do. And on that day, our whole country bled, red, white, and blue. America's strong, America's strong. Where the eagle flies high in the sky, all day and all night long. America's strong. There's faith and hope and freedom rings, and God remains the King of Kings. America strong. Just a few years later, Daddy went to war. That's when I really learned what our pledge stood for. The support for our soldiers spread so far and wide, and tears were shed across the land each time one of them died. There were yellow ribbons and bows and flags everywhere. So much love for our country, the whole world was aware. America's strong, America's strong. Where the eagle flies high in the sky, all day and all night long. America's strong, America's strong. Where there's faith and hope and freedom rings, and God remains the King of Kings. America strong. But something has happened. It's like our people are lost. They are burning our flag and even banning the cross. It's like the eagle is caged, and you know he must be crying as the love for God in our country seems to be dying. God, help us get back to America strong. How can that be wrong? Where the eagle flies high in the sky, all day and all night long. America strong, America strong. Where there's faith and hope and freedom rings, and God remains the King of Kings. America strong. Where there's faith and hope and freedom rings, and God will always be the King of Kings. America strong.
Sydney Joe Sharp on the Chris Top program.
Yeah.
I got to say a couple of things. Now, you have a seasoned voice. You sound a lot older than you are when I listen to that, and you did a beautiful, beautiful job. I think most importantly for me, though, what I get from the song is you hear and see on television and all these social networks and everything about a lot of the younger people, and you just get the feeling sometimes that we're in trouble. Just because sometimes we feel like that maybe we're going to lack the leadership that we need in the future and that kind of stuff. But I love the fact that you're 16 and you're putting out this type of message, and that you have these values and these convictions. I think, that are so important, and it's nice to see that from a new generation. And I appreciate your message, and I appreciate what you're doing in that song. And I think it takes, and it's sad to say, but I feel like it takes a lot of nerve sometimes to sing a song like that that's traditional and holds values like that.
There's a lot of like other young people too, like I mean, just things are different, like with any generation. But like when you go against that, it's like it takes more guts because you're younger. You know, you care about what your peers think and stuff. So it's like cool points. You've been awarded some cool points.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So, how do your friends react to that particular song?
Well, a lot of music you hear nowadays isn't really that patriotic, or it's not anything down to earth. It's just like fun, pop, all that. But they really liked it. They weren't expecting it because whenever they'd be over, my mom would be like, "Oh, go listen to her song on iTunes," and they're like, "What? Your song's on iTunes?" And so they listened to it, and they're like, "That's not what I was expecting," but they love it.
Well, good. It's good that you're getting that support from them. Now, what direction do you see yourself going in after this one? Because, I mean, you can't do a whole album of patriotic, or you could. But, I mean, are you going to lean more toward a pop sound, or are you going to be traditional country, or how's that going to work out?
I really like kind of like I don't know, I like anything. But I really like soulful and stuff that like you can really connect to people with. So, I mean, the genre I like the most to sing would probably just be like R&B, soul with a little bit of pop.
I want to hear different sides of you for sure. I want to hear all of that. I want to hear, like, I'm telling her what I want. It's just like, okay, this is what you're going to do, Sydney. Okay. But I want to hear the fun poppy song that really doesn't mean anything. I think that could be good for you, and I feel like the rhythm and blues stuff, I'm curious to hear that as well. So, I mean, I think as far as an EP goes or an album, that's one of the cool things about being an independent artist is you can try stuff and you can go out there and experiment a little bit.
Yeah, see what people like.
Yes, and we'll see what you like because you've got to figure out.
You.
Yeah, you got to figure out what fits best on you. Before you can really go forward with your musical career. Because I think you're going to do great. You just got to find your niche. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
I agree.
You definitely have to find who you are as an artist.
Yeah, and I think you're on the right track. And it sounds like you've got great support from everybody that's around you for sure. And Nashville Entertainment Weekly, I'm sure they're very supportive as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when do you think you'll be back in Nashville?
I am not sure. I do think I have something coming up.
Ooh.
I am in a competition, and I'll be in Tennessee in March, but that's as far as I know so far.
Okay. Is it going to be in the Nashville area or somewhere close?
Pigeon Forge.
Okay. So hopefully they'll have time to recover from the fires and stuff.
Yeah, that was
before you
terrible.
get out there. Yeah, that was crazy. That just happened a week ago. Yeah, but I don't think it was as bad as they were thinking it was gonna be. But it was still pretty rough.
I think are all the fires put out now?
I heard yesterday there's still something going on, but I think it's manageable at this point. Yeah. So I don't know if we can get out to Pigeon Forge to see you, but when you're in the Nashville area or close to Clarksville, we'll definitely come out. I just need enough notice, and we'll be there.
Okay.
Because I want to support you, and I think Allie does. Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah. Now, are you eventually going to have physical copies, or do you already have physical copies of CDs or anything like that?
Oh no, I eventually will after I get more songs together. I will for sure have CDs out.
And maybe some koozies with Sydney Joe Sharp.
Yeah.
Because you got to have a cool
some
koozie.
merchandise.
Swagger.
Yeah, some bling.
Swag, yeah, bling bling.
Yeah. Do the kids still say bling? I don't know.
There's no way.
I doubt it.
I don't think so.
I think just swag.
Okay. I need Sydney to teach me how to be cool and connect because I don't know.
Cool and connect.
Yeah. I got to connect with
those
people. I have to connect with all people.
All people.
Sydney could be my bridge of connection
There you go.
to the rest of the world. That's
I remember
cool.
that one time when we were all like asking all these kids like what was cool to say, and we didn't believe half of them.
Yeah, I think they were just pulling our chain.
so
I don't know.
funny.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward. It was awkward more than anything. Okay, so if you, Sydney, could have any superhero power, what power would you choose?
Probably is being able to teleport a superpower.
Yeah, that's like one of the coolest ones.
Yeah, I want to teleport.
So where would you go?
Anywhere. I think it'd be cool to listen to what people are saying when they don't know you're there.
That would be kind of cool. You'd have to be a
That would
sneaky
be kind of
teleporter.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to be real super sneaky. But I think it would be fun. I mean, you could spend an afternoon in Paris if you wanted to, and have lunch, and then still be back home in time for dinner.
Yeah.
Eat
Yeah.
and then go home and eat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, lunch, and then I don't know. The time changes would be weird. I don't know how that would work out. But I mean, okay. So in other words, if you're at work and then you have like a 30-minute lunch break, you could have lunch in Japan.
There you go.
So that would be neat.
I would so do it.
I would do it too.
I would go to Ireland.
If I could just snap my, you can go anywhere you want it. You can go to like 500 different places in one day, and just say you've been all over the
It'd
place.
be pretty lit.
It'd be pretty lit. Yeah.
That's the first time you've said that.
Yeah. Did I sound
That's
cool when I said
funny.
No, you sounded awkward.
it? Did I sound cool?
You were
I'm
like,
trying to sound
that
cool.
would be pretty lit.
Lit.
Bruh.
That's what the kids are saying these days. I gotta,
What you're saying these days.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Goodness.
I need a list of things I have to say. Okay, so Sydney, if you had an opportunity to sit down and have a cup of coffee, do you drink coffee?
Yes, I love coffee.
Okay, so if you had an opportunity to sit down and have a cup of coffee, and all you've got is 5 minutes, who would you choose to sit down and talk to?
I would choose Demi Lovato.
Oh, okay. So why would you choose Demi Lovato?
Well, I've been a really big fan of hers since she started singing and was on Disney and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And she just has such a great story and everything that she went through to get to where she is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, they say that, to be a great artist, you have to go through a little pain and suffering, I think, to get there. And I know, if you live in Nashville and you're trying to make it, it's going to be in your face every day.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
She's
Now,
like the one Disney star that went right with her life.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So are there plans for college when you get out of high school?
I was actually just looking at colleges and stuff today.
Yeah, well, you need to find a good college, like in the Nashville area. That way, you can go to school and do that, and then you can pursue your
Still do
musical
music,
career.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
See, I'm full of good ideas. I am.
He is. He really is.
Yeah, I really am. I think we had an artist on the show one time from France that I think we may have talked her into coming to Nashville.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, but she lives
She's
in Nashville
from
now, and
France.
she's struggling, but she's trying, and I think it's a really cool story that she's here doing her thing. And I have so much admiration for these people. And okay, now I know you're young yourself, but say a little girl comes up to you and says, "Sydney, I think what you're doing is wonderful. I'm so inspired by you, and that's what I want to do. I want to sing for people, and I want to make a CD and all that cool stuff." Like, what kind of advice would you give her?
To keep going no matter who tries to bring you down, because like I've had a lot of that in my life. Like I've had a bunch of support, but you also have those people that are negative. You can't please them no matter what you do. So you just gotta do what you want to do.
Okay.
No matter what anybody tells you.
That's absolutely great advice. Now, okay, let me do a little role play with you here. Say you are stepping into a big record label, and you're talking to the president of the company, whatever company it may be, and he looks at you and says, "Sydney, you're a cute girl and all, and you got an okay voice, but you're just not going to cut it in Nashville. You need to go home."
It's an angry sounding.
It is an angry sounding person. So how would you react to something like that?
So do you say that I was signing with them?
No, he turned you down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep doing what I'm doing until I get to where I want to be.
that's the thing. I mean, there's so many different people with so many different opinions, and in the business, you're going to get that door slammed in your face so many more times than you're going to get those yeses. But yeah, if it's something that you really want, you just have to totally just keep going for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta keep on trucking.
Hardcore. You got to Rambo it. Yeah.
Like a bouse.
Like a bouse.
You can't say it as good as me.
Bouse.
It's like you hesitate before you say it. What is that? Stop hesitating.
So, Sydney, if I want to learn everything there is to know about you, how do I find you online?
You can follow me on Facebook under Sydney Jo Sharp. I have a Twitter. You can look me up under Sydney Jo Sharp, and also on Instagram.
So are we Twitter buddies for life? That's what I want to know.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
So you'll answer my tweets at like 4 a.m.?
No.
Yes.
Oh, she said yes.
She said yes.
No, we're pushing it a little bit.
I'm legit her friend now. It's like over. It's done. Like
I wake up at 6. I'd respond when I could.
Okay. So you wouldn't necessarily respond at 4 a.m., but you'd respond sometime.
To the 4 a.m. tweet.
Okay. So do you ever feel like sometimes that you just wish you didn't have to go to school and you could just pursue your musical career, or do you love school that much where you don't mind?
Oh, no, all the time. I would love if singing could be just a full-time thing. Because, I am at school 8 hours of the day, and, I want to go home and work on a song or something.
Do you ever sit in class and daydream about working on your music or singing in front of people?
Yeah, especially when I have a competition coming up. I always have my headphones in. I'll be listening to songs all the time.
Instead of your teacher.
Well, no, I'll be multitasking, but.
Well, now, Sydney, I want to hear more music from you. I want to see videos, and I want to see merchandise. I want to see all this stuff, and I hope you keep this passion alive, and I hope you totally go for it. I really do.
Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. And if we can ever do anything to help you, like if something important comes up, or if you have a big gig or a new song coming out, you just let us know and we'll talk about it, or we'll get you back on the show sometime.
Oh, thank you very much.
We got you back, sister.
Yeah.
We do. Okay. Now, if somebody wants to get a copy of America Strong, can they purchase that on iTunes? You said iTunes earlier.
Yeah, it is on iTunes.
Okay. Is there any other way to get it, or is that the only platform you're using right now?
I'm trying to think of what the website is called. I want to say it's musicbaby.com.
Okay. Or is it CD Baby?
CD Baby,
yeah.
Yes, that's
okay.
it. That is it. So it's on CD Baby and iTunes.
Okay, so Allie, how important is it that they go to iTunes or CD Baby and actually purchase the song as opposed to using software to just go ahead and steal the song?
Super duper important.
Okay.
The artists, they work hard on a song, they produce it for the people.
Yeah.
And in turn they buy that song,
Okay.
And if they don't get money from that song, how are they supposed to
But I'm sure she's selling the song for like $30. Who's got $30 to spend on a song?
$30? It's probably like $1.
Yeah.
Not $30. I mean,
but I could just steal it. She's not going to miss $1.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Stealing is wrong for one. And another thing, it's not like she's Katy Perry or something.
Okay.
She's trying to work hard on her own to get to the top, and that's mad respect. And you going to steal her music it's actually disrespectful if you really think about it. So pay for that music. Just don't buy your sword on Minecraft that day or whatever. Buy the music. And if you don't buy the music and I find out about it, I will hunt you down!
She really will.
I will.
She really, really, truly will, too.
I have a particular set of skills that make me a nightmare to people like them.
Anybody listening to the show, I've got a challenge for you. I know Sydney's only got one single out now, but she's going to be releasing more stuff within the next few months. So skip Starbucks for one day, buy this song, buy America Strong, and then when their other stuff comes out, buy those two, and it'll still be cheaper than your cup of coffee.
True dat.
And it'll help Sydney out in her musical career and her ambitions. Sydney, we love you to death.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Well, it was fun. We like having you on the show. So just let us know when that important stuff comes up.
I will, for sure.
Good. Now, is it my turn to take us out, or is it your turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. So I want to thank everybody that listened to the show, whether it's live or on Spreaker or on iHeartRadio, whatever platform you use. We sure love you and we appreciate you, and we will not ever take you for granted. I promise you that. So until we broadcast again, which will be in about 15 minutes, give or take, remember this: life is good, and we're gone.
Maybe dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time